What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another transfer update with Manchester City closing in on signing Diego Rosa. I will also be talking through other ins and outs with Manchester City. But first, before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you're enjoying the content and you want to help support my channel, then subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I'm aiming for 9,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. At the time of recording this video, we're now less than 600 subscribers away, so we're doing really well. Thank you everyone for the continued support. You can also find my Twitter and Instagram in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget also, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. We're going to be mega ambitious. We smashed past 400 likes on the last video. That was my like goal, so this time we're going to knock it up to the next notch. 500 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below because I'm always interested in what you do have to say. So we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to start with the outs, and we've got an update on Ko Itakura, who has signed officially for FC Groningen in the Netherlands. Now, he was out on loan there last season. They have loaned him again for the upcoming season as well. That has been officially announced by FC Groningen, so I wanted to wish Ko all the best of luck on another season in the Netherlands and another season with FC Groningen. Hope he has a good loan campaign out there. And speaking of players and loans, moves us on to Luke Bolton, who is set to sign for Dundee United on a season-long loan, which is according to the Daily Record, which sometimes is reliable, sometimes is not. I couldn't imagine why this wouldn't be reliable, if I'm completely honest. It is a very specific story. But Luke Bolton, previously, a couple of weeks ago, returned to Manchester City. There was a lot of mystery around why he'd been recalled to Manchester City from Luton Town. Luton Town said they wanted to keep Luke Bolton on loan until the end of the season. Manchester City had then decided to recall him. It was on Manchester City's end, not Luton Town's end or Luke Bolton's end. Man City decided to recall him, which I found it particularly strange, but this seems to be the reason why. It's because City have secured him another loan deal. This time he's going to be going north of the border up to Scotland with Dundee United. So again, when that is officially confirmed, I'll be wishing Luke Bolton all the very best on his loan move. And now another out, John Stones. This is interesting. Football Insider, Footy Insider, they're reporting Chelsea are now contemplating making a move for John Stones. Everton and Arsenal have previously been linked with the Manchester City and England international central defender. Apparently City, they're looking to get somewhere close to £40 million for John Stones. Arsenal, in our last update on John Stones, they were reluctant to even go as high as £30 million. With all this interest, if Chelsea are genuinely interested and Everton are having a look at John Stones as well, Arsenal being interested too, I'm confident that City can get more than £30 million for John Stones. Let's not forget, John Stones is a very good centre-back. Very good. He's an exceptional defender who's just lacking in confidence. His injuries at Manchester City have kind of just halted his progress that he'd made here. But for the first 18 months or so after he was at Manchester City, he was fantastic. An absolutely fantastic central defender. He's an England international. He's still a very good centre-back that I would be looking. I mean, I find it crazy, £30 to £40 million, that we're not even getting our money back for John Stones. He's still a relatively young player that's just getting onto the verges of going into his prime. He's just lacking in confidence. I do genuinely believe a solid loan move for him would work wonders for his value. Not only would we be dealing with selling players during the pandemic, a loan would help the market to recover in 12 months' time, and I'm confident that if he was to go anywhere where he would get regular playing time, playing week in, week out in a top league, Premier League is included in that, I'm confident that John Stones would prosper and would be able to get more money for him. Not forgetting also that City might have another look at another centre-back maybe next summer. Who knows what the future holds. And all of a sudden, John Stones with 12 months under his belt could come back a rejuvenated man. I just find it crazy, £30 to £40 million. I feel that's just below what he is worth. Obviously, with the pandemic and everything, it isn't ideal, but I still think £30 to £40 million is a little bit low. I'd be looking £50 million. I mean, if this was not the pandemic had hit, I'd be looking for more than £50 million. So yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, a loan move won't rule that out as long as it is to a club where he would get regular playing time. I'm not too sure Arsenal or Chelsea would be that club, but I'm confident go away from the top 6 clubs in the Premier League, I'm confident then that he'd get regular playing time, he'd become a very good player. Maybe we're looking at a situation here where John Stones is like a big fish in a small pond. So he goes to a club where he'd be the main man, he'd excel, goes to a club that's got plenty of competitions, doesn't suit him, and all of a sudden becomes a small fish in a big pond. That type of situation. I do not know. Let me know in the comments below, though, what you would like to do with John Stones. And if you want to sell him permanently, what would you accept for John Stones? Had some interesting ones with Nicholas Otamendi yesterday. John Stones this time, let me know. So, moving on to the ins, we've got an update on Kalidou Koulibaly. Now, a little bit of fake news has been doing the rounds from Corriere Dello Sport, my favourite source. I've dealt with them plenty of times during Jorginho's saga, and they spouted fake news every single time that they were speaking about, and they have no idea what they're on about. So I'm just going to address what's being said so I can dismiss it straight away. They're saying that Napoli want 90 to 100 million euro, which is just completely excessive of what City are willing to pay. Napoli know full well they're not going to get 90 to 100 million euro for Kalidou Koulibaly. City are prepared to pay £60 million, which Napoli don't value, or value it at well below what they value Koulibaly at. I do believe there is between £10 and £20 million fee gap between the two clubs that needs working on. Then it all of a sudden comes about if Napoli would accept players in exchange, because I can imagine City being happy to do a £60 million plus a player like Otamendi or plus a Zinchenko or something like that. And then if Napoli aren't interested in that, City will then look to try and make it through add-ons. And if Napoli aren't happy with that, then I can see City walking away. I'm not sure what Napoli's game is here. I imagine they are looking for more interest in Koulibaly. They'll want to drive his price up. They will want, obviously, a little transfer battle going on between clubs. No club's prepared to go even close to £60 million. The only other club that's been spoken about is Liverpool. They're not prepared to go more than £50 million. So with City going to £60 million, I have a feeling City are going to be patient. Now, one thing that I'm interested in keeping an eye on, of course, is what's going to be happening with Osimhen of Lille. Napoli want to sign him. They're very close to signing him. However, there is competition for him, and there are other clubs that are interested, including Tottenham. So Napoli'd have to act quick, but they have to pay big. £74 million, which means if they're going to spend £74 million, they're going to need to make a lot of that money back through player sales, and Koulibaly would be one that would take a big chunk out of that £74 million. And so it's well within Napoli's best interest that if they sign Osimhen first, then they're going to have to negotiate a deal for Koulibaly to be sold. And if Manchester City move on to another player, such as Milan Skriniar that we've been linked with, or Diego Carlos of Sevilla, who's got a release clause of €68 million, so City don't have to do any negotiations, then all of a sudden Napoli, they're going to have to sell Koulibaly for less. So it's a waiting game. It's a saga that I'm confident will go on long into the summer, but I'll keep you up to date every step of the way with Kalidou Koulibaly potentially joining Manchester City from Napoli. I will add, Koulibaly is very happy in Naples, and so he's not going to force the move, so it makes it just that little bit more difficult for Manchester City, but we'll wait and see. Now we've got an update on Ferran Torres. Several sources in Spain have been saying that Valencia's owner, Paul Lim, he's going to negotiate Ferran Torres' transfer directly with Sheikh Mansour over Ferran Torres, because Lim apparently has a really good working relationship with Manchester City's owner. Now, lots of sources have been saying a lot of stuff about Ferran Torres in the last 24 hours. What I'm going to say is a lot of it isn't believable, and there hasn't been too much of a development. So Eurosport have been reporting that there'd been a breakthrough in a fee, and that could be agreed within days for Ferran Torres. They were believing it was a €30 million deal with 10 million in add-ons, which makes the deal worth €40 million. No mention of Yangel Herrera in the deal, and as far as I'm aware, at this moment in time, and things can change in the transfer market very quickly, my awareness on this transfer is that this simply is not the case. There has not been a breakthrough from Manchester City with Valencia for the fee for Ferran Torres at this moment in time. The two clubs are working on a fee. Nothing has been agreed, and as far as I'm aware, we're not close as of yet to getting anything agreed. Of course, the Premier League season ends this weekend, so I imagine City will be looking to accelerate their business over the next week to 10 days before we have that Champions League match with Real Madrid, and I'd be very surprised if Manchester City don't get any of their summer transfer business done in this little gap that we've got between the Premier League and the Champions League, because it's an ideal time for players to be working on their training, ideal time for players to have some rest, and it's an ideal time for City to be working on things in the boardroom and in the back room with stuff including transfers. So I'd imagine City will be looking to get a little bit of their summer transfer business done within the next week to 10 days. That could be Ferran Torres, but at this moment in time of me recording this video, we have not had a breakthrough with a fee with Valencia, though it could come soon. I'll keep, again, like I said with Koulibaly, I'll keep you up to date with that every step of the way. First and fast. Now, Globo Esporte reporting that Rosa is going to sign a 5-year contract at Manchester City. The fee is $5 million up front. Part of it's going to be paid this summer. The rest of it will be paid in the winter in January. There is going to be €4 million in add-on bonuses. So the deal is going to be worth €9 million, which seems a little bit less. I was expecting the deal to be worth between 10 and 15 million euro. However, City have added a couple of sweeteners on there, which obviously Gremio have decided that they don't want to turn down. So what they're reporting is that Gremio, should Rosa, who doesn't have to be registered until the age of 21, I will add, so the season after he's turned 21, he'll have to be registered as a Premier League player if Manchester City want to use him. If he is registered when he is 22 as a Premier League, or should I say 21, he'll more likely be 22 by the time it gets to that stage, by the way. But if he's to be registered as a Premier League player with Manchester City, then Gremio will get an additional €12 million on top of the €9 million deal that has been agreed. And should he make 10 senior appearances for Manchester City, then Gremio are also due an extra €3 million. Now, if Rosa ends up being a big success at Manchester City, don't rule that out, by the way, then this deal could be worth more than €24 million. So Gremio obviously have decided to accept this offer. They hold him in high regards. They're confident that he can become a success at Manchester City. Rosa is a 17-year-old midfielder who will join in January. By the time he joins Manchester City, he will be 18 years old. Looking forward to that. I've never seen Rosa play. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I don't know if he's going to be loaned out or used in our academy, or he's going to go into the first team squad. Doesn't have to be registered, so he can train with the first team squad and be used at any one time that he wishes, because he is under the age of 21. Looking forward to seeing what Diego Rosa can do. We're just waiting for official confirmation of him to become a Manchester City player. So there we go. That has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. We are aiming for 500 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below of these transfers. What are you valuing John Stones at? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget also, subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I am aiming for 9,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. If we've got enough news, there'll be another transfer update out for tomorrow. If not, we'll be back with daily Manchester City transfer updates from Monday. Also doing a live stream which is live on my channel for the Manchester City last game of the season against Norwich. You want to go and join me for the watch along and set your reminder, and I'll be seeing you all again tomorrow. So I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is safe and well. I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.